What's up, YouTube? This is the One Great Ajax coming at you for the first time this year with my first pepper review of the season. May is finally here, and that means hot peppers are starting to be available, fresh. And I have a few peppers here to try for you today. They are all of the capsicum chinense variety. Very happy to be back. Been looking forward to this for like 8 months. Been like 8 months since the last time I had a fresh chili. So today we have the ají Chombo from Panama at 150,000 to 350,000 Scoville heat units. The Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet from the Bahamas at 80,000 to 400,000. And the Chocolate Habanero from the Caribbean at 425,000 to 577,000. Now, in relation to a jalapeno, which is 2,500 to 8,000 Scoville, the mildest possible Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet is 10 times as hot as the hottest possible jalapeno. And the hottest possible chocolate habanero is 231 times hotter than the mildest possible jalapeno. So we're gonna get some heat going today. I've never tried to eat 3 peppers in one video, but you know, we're starting out at the milder end of the spectrum. 577,000 is pretty high up there, but like I said, this is the first hot pepper I've eaten in about 8 months that's fresh, so they hit me harder than anything. So I want to start kind of slow. I also got a few other peppers in the mail today, but I'm going to ramp up. So keep a lookout. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on. You know, I wouldn't be able to keep doing this if there wasn't some interest in it. I would feel like an idiot. So this is a fun little hobby of mine. I would keep eating peppers, but you're not going to keep seeing this stuff if you don't at least like the video. Throw out a comment. We'll talk. Give me some suggestions. Anyway, I've already cut the peppers in half with my Kershaw M390 over here. But you see, I've got a nice 15-degree angle on. It's very, very sharp. I've not peeked yet, though. You probably can't even see where they've been cut. But this is the ají Chombo, Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet, and Chocolate Habanero, and I have arranged them from lowest to highest, high-end Scoville. The Scotch Bonnet does technically have a lower low end than the ají Chombo, but it's potentially hotter, so I'm going to do that one second. Got some milk here and a hard pineapple steel reserve. You know, all capsicum chinense originate around the Caribbean and the Bahamas, so pineapple seems like a fitting choice. Anyway, let's take a look inside of these peppers before we get started. So, here's the ají Chombo. Decently thick walls, a pretty good amount of seeds in there. Not a lot of placenta, really. I'm thinking that would be a good choice for my first pepper. That inner membrane is generally your hottest part of the pepper. There's not a whole lot of that in there. Oh, it has a great smell to it, though. All habaneros. These are all in the habanero family. Habaneros smell amazing, and they have a wonderful flavor. And that's why the habanada was invented, and it sells so well. There's a habanero that was basically selectively bred to a point where it has almost no heat at all, like an undetectable level, like down to the point of like a sweetie drop pepper or something like that, where it's not zero, but it's so close to zero that the average person can't even detect the heat in it, but it still has all the flavor and all the bouquet of a habanero, and there's a huge market for that. So it smells so good. Okay, here's the Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet. And you know, about 10 years ago, the Scotch Bonnet was the hottest pepper in the world. Maybe 11 or 12 years ago, but not that long ago. And I don't know if you guys can tell a difference, but I can tell a difference. There is a massive amount of difference in placenta in there. I would say it has a similar amount of seeds, but a whole lot more placenta. So I'm thinking that one is going to be up near the higher end of the Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet Scoville scale. And I do anticipate that being quite a warm pepper. Now for the heavyweight, the chocolate habanero, coming in at a whopping 577,000 Scoville on the high end. These are gorgeous peppers. You know, they're dark brown on the outside, but they have this red going on beneath their skin. And I can't really pick it out right now, but I've had these before, and they have a very, very smoky flavor to them. They still have that fruitiness and that sugariness that all habaneros have. And, you know, it wouldn't be a habanero if it didn't have that. And so I'm thankful that's there, but it honestly has like an earthiness and a smokiness to it. It's different from a lot of other habaneros I've had. I've actually had 2 out of 3 of these peppers before. I've never had an ají chombo, and I'm pretty psyched to try it out. I'm just putting my peppers back together now. Man, that 15 degrees per side Kershaw cuts so well. I would have done it on camera for you, but, you know, I didn't think I had those kind of skills. So, there we go. They're all whole again. Can't even tell they were ever cut. Anyway, I am the one great Ajax. This is the ají chombo. Here we go. Juicy. Man, habaneros sting. They hit you so fast, and they have a very unique burn to them. It was a tasty pepper. Kind of tart for a habanero. Eyes watering already. But yeah, habaneros always seem to exceed their Scoville rating for me. They have, it's like all on the tongue. All their heat is just bam, right on the tongue. And it's like just a small, controlled, high temperature fire. For something that only tops out at 350,000 Scoville, that ají chombo was a firecracker. I don't want to jump pepper to pepper too quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and experience this one. But yeah, 8 months since I had a fresh chili. That shit is kicking my butt. Whew, sweating. Nose is running. Let me blow my nose real quick. That's better. Take a little sip of milk here before we move on. Break up any seeds still stuck in the teeth. So, fats and alcohols neutralize capsaicin. That's the reason I got milk and malt liquor here. Man. Look at that sweat beating up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do all three. But let's move on to the Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet. Got it down. She was hot. Flavor profile was nice and sweet on that one. It didn't have the tartness that the Chombo had. I was surprised that the Chombo did have that tartness. It was listed as like super sweet Panamanian pepper. I need to set the phone down and blow my nose again, sorry. I was completely wrong about that progression, by the way. I honestly feel like the first one was hotter. I don't know if their Scoville testing is incorrect, but I honestly felt like the Chombo very much exceeded 350,000 Scoville. It's not supposed to, though. And then the Scotch Bonnet, which is supposed to be up to 400,000, it didn't really ramp up the heat at all. It had a great little flavor to it. I was gagging a little bit because I thought I knew what was coming. I thought I was about to get the hiccups and thought I was about to be in hell. But honestly, I'm still ramping down off of the Ahi Chombo. That Ahi Chombo was a bad little motherfucker. And I say little, but none of these habaneros are little. They are pretty good sized habaneros, all three of them. So, starting to feel better now though. Freeport Orange Scotch Bonnet used to be the hottest pepper in the world. I'm not impressed. That was really not that hot. There we go. Feeling a little better now. Get that burp out of me. Get ready to move on to the big boy. I've had chocolate habaneros a few times before. I've actually ordered a pack of them fresh before. And they don't play around. They are super hot, but they have a very interesting, nice smoky flavor. And it all comes down to this. So, wish me luck. I'm gonna take another little sip of milk. Probably another little sip of beer. Make sure my palate is cleansed so I can taste it. And then we're gonna down this puppy. Yeah, that ahi chombo, I'm not even playing. That felt more like 750,000 than 350,000. That thing tore me up. That orange Scotch bonnet was a walk in the park, though. So here we go with the last and final of our trifecta: capsicum, chianense, peppers, the chocolate habanero, hailing from the Caribbean. Now, the low end on the chocolate hab is 425,000. So it should definitely be hotter than either of the other two based on the Scoville scale that's been reported. And that one has a little bit of a bitterness and, like I say, like a smoky earthiness to it. Not as sweet as most other habaneros. It doesn't hit as fast and hard as as most other habaneros. That ahi chombo was in my mouth for all of 3 seconds before I was reeling in heat. And I mean, it was just like a kiln in there. Got some seeds stuck in my teeth, so my gums are burning pretty good. But other than that, again, nowhere near as hot as what I was expecting. Somebody out there in the scientific community needs to retest the ahi chombo for Scoville heat units. I've eaten a few dozen different kinds of peppers in my life, and I feel like I have a pretty good little scale going on in my own palate. That ahi chombo, which is supposed to be the mildest of these peppers, was definitely the hottest of these peppers. I would say the chocolate habanero was the second hottest, and the Freeport orange Scotch bonnet just wasn't that hot. If anything, it helped get rid of the heat from the first one. That ahi chombo is a beast. Anyway, this is the One Great Ajax. Thanks for checking in. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, drop me a comment. Got more pepper videos coming to you this season. It's only a matter of time. It's going to be soon. Love you guys. Later.